welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Hilka. I'm an empath to the nth. It's a little bit different than just being empathic. There's a big difference between being empathic and being an empath. Yeah. Yep, it's true. I am an empath. Can't turn it off. I can ignore it from time to time. I can pretend like it's not happening, whatever messages I'm receiving, but can't stop it, you know. Universe, divine has always given us the clues that we need, you know, to send us in the direction what's best for us, for our highest good. It's us that wrecks it, that thwarts it, that creates dissonance, that, you know, I don't know, there's so many different descriptions to describe the same thing. Self-sabotage, self-deprecation, fulfilling prophecy. Oh, it just goes on and on and on. People think they're so clever by just reinventing the wheel. We'll just make up our own words and say that it means the same thing as so many other words mean. What are you gonna do? Just take it as it comes. Yeah. I know that people are feeling all this Sagittarius energy. Full moon is Monday about... I just read an article. One article said 5:17, but it didn't say what time zone. So Monday morning it's coming, you know. Right now I was just watching Sam Gippy's take on that. He's calling it the Scorpitarius moon. So, and his take on that, and, you know, what I share here is just my take on things, is how I see it. You know, I'm not trying to convince anybody to change their mind. I just want to offer food for thought, like me or not, you know. I want to give people, you know, if you don't agree with what I think about, maybe you can build on in your own line of thinking based on what I said, you know. Maybe in your contradicting my beliefs, you're going to come up with your own belief system that sends you in your personal path, you know. We're all just different shades of the same color wheel, you know. That's why everyone isn't, you know, we're all just the same, you know. And there's the ego is what creates division in us, and then, you know, sometimes my ego flares and, oh, I'm too good to be out around other people, and sometimes my ego flares and, you know, I'm just going to stay home because you know, that's all ego stuff, you know. When I stay right size, when I stay in my container, you know, and I remember that we're just all the same and that we're all related and we're trying to get by, you know. Mostly hurt people, and they act out, and they're just trying to, you know, just get through the day. Like, I'm talking about physical pain, and I think about how many people just experience physical pain on the daily, you know, and a lot of the escapism is just to get away from that physical pain, you know. You ain't on this planet and having, you know, becoming more sensitive. You can't be on this planet and not become more sensitive, whether it's diet, you know, everybody's becoming more sensitive. That's all autism is. It's sensitivity to everything. Everything you can see and everything you can't see. That's data isn't, you know, when I think about data transferred, you know, I think about photosynthesis and a ray of light that comes freaking shining in. You're just spacing out, you know, all zen. A ray of light comes in, boom, you know, through a little molecule that freaking coincides with your chemistry, and boom, you know, boom. I got an idea, you know, light bulb, ting. I like to believe that my ideas are on my own, but they're not. You know, nothing I ever have come up with before it's probably been thought up by somebody else at some point. Just maybe they never said it out loud, or maybe I won't ever come into a line with who they are, but they exist, you know. Same freak tribe. Like attracts like, you know. I just think it's interesting that all that lower vibrational stuff, that attracts more than anything. All that ego stuff and when I say that, I'm like, anything related to man-made reindeer games, politics, religion, sports. I think about how much current, we are our own frequency, how much energy is put into those paradigms that are just distractions from, what this spiritual experience as a human is really supposed to be, See, I don't think that people are supposed to adjust their eyes. I don't think they're always supposed to see things clear, I think a lot of the things that are seen in life are through the lack of clarity, How many times have you seen something out of the corner of your eye, but you look at it, head on, you don't see it, but when you look at it, you see it out of the corner of your eye, Do you believe yourself in what you see? Do you share it with the other people? Oh man, you wouldn't believe what I just saw out of the corner of my eye, and then I looked and it wasn't there, and then, Do you believe it, or is you gonna let someone talk you out of it? No, you didn't see that. Those aren't real. That isn't real. How many people have allowed so many people, and I've done it too. I let people manipulate what I've heard, manipulate me and convince me of what I see to be real and what's not. How many people have seen a UFO? For years and years, I've seen a UFO, and then the powers of the beast say, no, they don't exist. You're crazy. We'll put you away. And then now, they exist. I'm gonna let somebody else tell me they exist, because I always told myself they did. Now everybody else is coming on board. Oh, how wonderful for you that you're finally coming in on board. Oh, how wonderful that people, are becoming spiritual. And watch the dip, folks, mind you. People are becoming spiritual. I'm still waiting for them to share all their abundance. I'm still waiting for that. I don't see a whole lot of that yet. It'll happen. People will find that freaking... And the more you feed that people are going to find for themselves what's going to fill their cup and what's going to empty it, And when you fill your cup with good stuff, it's like the perpetual energy. It's like the energy that's what love is. The energy doesn't quit. When you're in love and you're inspired and you're just freely giving of yourself and opening and sharing of yourself without fear of judgment and ridicule, when you're in that space, what harm's going to come to you? Really, what harm's going to come to you when you're just being the best version of yourself? And that includes admitting when you're wrong. Can't wait till people start doing that more too. I was wrong. You know what an amends is? It's not saying I'm sorry. No, because sorry, people, everybody knows how freaking sorry we are. Sorry. You know what amends is? Is acknowledging that your behavior was bad and then changing it. Not acting that way again. Yeah, it's not easy to do. I've had to make amends after the same one over and over when I'm tired of acting the way that, it helps me keep my mouth closed a lot too, though, at the same time. Because what's right to say and what's not to say in any given situation. I know. I say it anyway. Do I want to be that same person? Is that how I want to act? Like Joe Dirt, the old movie? Is that how you want to act when Jesus comes back? Jesus to me is a frequency. It's a mentality. It's not a guy. He was a guy at some point, I'm sure. He's died. Don't believe that, that he's going to come back as a physical manifestation. I think people are tuning in higher to who they are, and it puts them up into a place vibrationally that his soul spirit was. So you're going up to where Jesus is, and you're gonna do what Jesus do. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the board. I wasn't really planning on I thought about earlier doing a video, and then things came up, and I just thought maybe there's something in there that I said that somebody else needs to hear, but I think that's about all I got for today. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.